Morning folks, Kevin here. Well, it's October 22nd, 2024. I'm out in the eastern garden plot right now where the trees are located in the IBC totes here. But yesterday I did harvest the sweet potatoes, and I was able to go ahead, run the tilther over the top of it just to smooth out the surface somewhat after me digging all around in there. Yeah, there's still quite a few sweet potatoes in there that I hit with a tilther. But I got the winter rye down. I watered it once yesterday and watered it first thing this morning as well. I just cast the winter rye seeds with my hand. Didn't use any mechanical apparatus. And one of the things on our website, mindfullivingsanctuary.com, go to the top, there's the articles. I posted an article on how we grow our sweet potatoes using the methods that I discussed in the video. So we've got the plants harvested for the plants that were attached to the potatoes, which we usually get a pretty good supply of potatoes from, and we did. We've got them potted up and they're in our den area now under lights. So those plants will keep producing for a few more years potentially. So one of the things I'm going to do this morning, it's time to heel in some of these trees here. The other day I came in and I did the major weeding out here in the IBC totes. So these are apples, those are some apples, those are some Asian pears. Those are hazelnuts right there. Here, this is black locust. And yes, we do grow the black locust. They are non-native. They're considered invasive, so non-native to New York State. And even though we try to stick with just about all native plants here to New York State, this is one that I really think is very, very beneficial. I'm sorry with the camera there. It's a very important nutrient. It builds, it extracts nitrogen from the atmosphere. That, along with the symbiotic relationship with the bacteria that colonize the root systems on the black locust, and so they enrich the soil. They're a pioneer species plant. They do have thorns, and I'll be pruning off some of these side branches down here and digging them up and healing them in the beds that I just put the cattle panels around in a previous video. But you know that they're so important for the beneficial insects. All of the integrated pest management systems that we've incorporated here. It creates beautiful wood. What's the big fault with them? Well, they do send up root suckers. So you need to be aware of that, so you can either put them in a location that you can run the mower along and chop down those. We haven't had any problems with them at all. We've just had the benefits. Before COVID, my sense of smell and taste were fantastic. And the aroma from the black locust trees, when they go to flower and they're producing their nectar, is just amazing. And the diversity of beneficial insects that are associated with the black locust are just amazing. So I'll be digging up some of the peach trees. See, we've sold quite a few of the peach trees so far. So I'll be digging up some of these and putting them over in the work area, because I think some people are coming today and the rest of this week. The rest of them that I'll just heel in as we will with the rest of the trees and all. And one thing I will say is these plants that are grown from seed are the result of sexual reproduction. And whenever you have sexual reproduction, you're not going to get an identical clone of the parent species. So in other words, some of our peach trees, so what I've gradually done, the ones that have shown more of a prevalence for having brown rot, I get rid of those trees. The ones that have that are not stone free, meaning that the flesh of the peach attaches tightly to the stone in the stone fruit, I eliminated those because I really want the peaches to come the flesh of the peach to be easily separated from the stone, so they're called freestone. But because bees travel such distances and beneficial insects travel such distances, there's no guarantee of what the fruit will actually be like, how good the tree will actually be. We don't know. We're growing lots of our own fruit trees here, the apple trees and all. Can I graft onto those? Some of the apples the apple scion, the wood from a tree that we really enjoy, and put that onto the rootstock of the seed of the plants grown from seed? Yes. But I also enjoy seeing what the fruit actually looks like and tastes like, and you know, how it actually is over time. It's following nature. So all of our seeds are produced sexually. In other words, a male and a female plant parts combine, and we end up with a totally unique, just like people. You don't get an exact clone of yourself, thank God. You get diversity. If we want to propagate these, do asexual propagation, we can do certainly, and I've made videos about this before, but we can do all of the different hardwood cuttings, softwood cuttings. You know, we can certainly do cell clones as well. We can do mounding, stooling, we can do air layering. There's a whole variety of ways that we can reproduce and get an exact copy or clone of the mother plant. So I just went off on a little bit of a tangent here. So like these Asian pears here, we have two varieties of Asian pears that we have on the property, but there's no guarantee that this will taste like either one of these trees, but I'm definitely going to give them a shot. Could I later on switch it and graft one of the beneficial Asian pear scions onto this? I can. But I'm one of those people who enjoy seeing what we get. And so, you know, and life is potentially long, and we've got time to do all these amazing things. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Going to have breakfast here pretty soon, but I'll see what I can get accomplished. So here we go. Biscuit. Okay. Okay, I got a couple of really small ones in here, but pretty happy with how they look. Pruning them keeps them from getting more damaged. You know, there's a scar right here from a limb that got bent down, and these can grow pretty rapidly and do a great job. But I don't want, even the ones that we transplant out here, the side branches coming out too low. I keep pruning them back as the trees get taller because they can actually hang down and be very upsetting with all the little thorns on them. So there's thorns on all of these branches here, so we'll go ahead and get rid of those. I won't even compost those because those thorns will stay there for quite some time. All right, it's about breakfast time before I finish. Well, I had my breakfast and just came back out, and I just got to say it's an absolutely gorgeous day. I don't know how well anything's going to show up on this GoPro camera, but the colors are just amazing. A lot of the leaves have already fallen, but the beauty of all the reds and golds and oranges. I was after harvesting the sweet potatoes yesterday, I was working down in the forest some, and it's in the stillness of the forest with all the colors coming down from the leaves falling gently. It's like raining rainbows. Just absolutely beautiful. So I really enjoyed that a lot. And tomorrow we're going to get some rain, and I think the temperature is going to start dropping again. It'll get up to 70 degrees potentially today. So I'm going to go ahead while it's still cool, get these hazelnuts up, and what I'm going to do is dig them up, shake off as much soil off of the roots as possible, put them in a bin in here and put them in the mini greenhouse, and Thea will probably go ahead and be able to put them in groups of 10. Hopefully we'll be able to sell them in small groups of 10. You know, they're such a beautiful plant, and they produce nuts galore, and the wildlife just love them. Just like the deer are in here all the time eating all the nuts. You know, the acorns are doing well, the almonds, and I should go out and harvest a whole bunch of the almonds out there as well. They're all dropping like crazy. So, enough of this. I'm gonna get back to work here. Here we go. So there's always someone's in here. Oh, nice ones wood is construction up. So, yeah. Beautiful. Okay, I just got all the hazelnut bushes out of the this IBC tote here. Here they are in here. Pretty nice. There's some small ones like this, but they've got really nice root structure on them. So I'm pretty happy, and lots of really good size ones. So I'll bring this bin into the house, into the mini greenhouse, and Thea can sort through and put them in groups of 10 by size. So like they're the biggest ones separated from the medium ones and the smallest ones. And so that should work out just fine. Here we go. Yes. No, that was. A lot of roots. So with each plant now, let's see. So with each plant, I'm just going to go ahead and cut off some of the excess root here. That's plenty of beautiful root for this tree. That one's okay. That one's okay. A little too much root. Beautiful. Grab a couple more of the ones here. A couple of small ones, just fine. Plenty of beautiful roots there. Way too much root here. So that's plenty. That's good. Way too much root here. with the thorns, they all stick together. So I think that's pretty good. This one's fine. It's beautiful. It's fine. Some of the small ones here. Too much root here. And the last one here. Okay. Okay, I've got the black locust here, which I trimmed the roots on right here. They're put together in one group. I might break it into two. Same with the apple. These are the apples right here. No need to trim the roots on these. These aren't extensive. I think they're in great shape. And what I'm going to do, I just opened up the gate here to the healing in bed. That's where the oak trees are planted down there. And so today what I'll do is I'll take the black locust and the apples and put them in a couple groups there. After Thea has a chance to put the hazelnuts into smaller groups, I'll heal them in up here as well. The peaches I'll bring over to the work area because I guess we got someone coming today. This week we got several people coming for the peach trees and all. So I'm going to get these ones healed in now. Here we go. Just digging a nice little bit of a trench down in here. I'm gonna make sure I got all the roots covered up in here. There are the apples. Not sure I'm blocking things here. So trying to keep the trunks closer, you know, where the roots attach to the trunk of the trees, close to the surface here. And this is not to grow them, this is just to heal them in, keeping them safe for the winter months. And certainly a lot of mulch can go on top of this. So I think that's pretty good. Little stones I'm tossing over into the driveway area there. And certainly putting mulch on top of this would really help out a lot. But that'll should help keep these guys viable for next spring, so they can either be sold or planted. Okay, now it's time to dig up the rest of the peach trees. So these are the peach trees here that we grew from seed. There's a few that I already healed in, the smaller ones here. And we already got the black locust out of here. There was one baby black locust that I missed before. I just stuck it back in the soil here. We got the apples out of this bed and that bed. And we got the hazelnuts out of here. The apples out of these two beds and the black locusts are all healed in now. So now it's time to tackle the peaches, getting those over to the work area so that they can people can pick them up, and the rest will heal in like we just did a few minutes ago. Okay, I got the peach trees out of the IBC tote over here sitting on top. All good looking peaches. Got a bunch that are the largest ones. Got some that are a little bit smaller but are fantastic for sale as well. And then I have some small ones that I'm going to heal these ones in for next season. So that's what we got right here. Now it's time to bring these over to the work area, the coop area for Thea to have them there. We'll keep the roots nice and moist. These ones here I'll bring up and heal those in where we just were. So I think that's about it for dealing with the healing in process of these plants down here. I still have two Asian pears. I'm going to bring those up. I may take one of these peaches, I don't know, up there as well, or one of the apples up and put it next to some chestnuts in the second food forest. I'll make a separate video about that potentially as well. So I believe that that's, get the sun over there. I believe that that's it for today's video, folks. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I really do like using our soil that we created here on site from waste products, using the IBC totes. We can move these around if we have to. And they work out very well for growing out young trees for each season and all. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Give us a thumbs up if you found this of value. Stay safe and take care. Bye-bye now.